Hi y'all, it's Alice with Vintage Gallery. So I'm coming to you with week 50 and 51. And here told you I was going to talk to you about what the kids are doing. They're actually playing outdoors. We had been indoors because I think it was super cold the day before, like the 2 days before, and now the weather wasn't as cold, so we went outside. The kids are just exploring out there um, and playing with some of their toys out there. Johnny had an idea of us getting some Chinese food because at this point this is Sunday and my husband is on call. So he's out working and he calls me that he's almost finished with his job and that he want if I had any lunch. And so Johnny says, well, why don't we go and get some Chinese food? And so we hadn't eaten Chinese in a long while, and I said, sure, let's go. So we went, and he goes, but you know what? Why don't we eat outside? Because it was such a beautiful day, and I said, yes. And so my husband's like, so why are we eating outside? And I told him because that's what Johnny wants to do, and that sounds like fun. So Johnny really loves being outdoors. I mean, we all do. And so that coming from him and, you know, kind of organizing that, I felt really good and happy when he told me what he wanted to do. So we did that. And then I took a picture of all of them outdoors just eating. And then the picture before on the bottom, you'll see like all of the kids just on top of my husband. Um, my husband's just relaxing, and they just all start piling themselves. And then Jason just kind of lingers on in the at the end, and he's the only one that's left. So I kept snapping photos of him, and so yeah, I love the way he looks. Then we're gonna continue on to well, I'm using a lot of those little stickers that say like one of a kind, handsome, boy wonder, memories, number one fan, my hero, about a boy, and right there I just journaled that says hanging out with daddy. And then so this is I wonder what, let's see, they're wearing a red shirt, so that's like a Wednesday right there. So then on Friday, my husband has his company party, and it's a party and a dance. And so these are pictures that I took, just little random pictures. My husband with all his coworkers. It's really cool, and I just journaled about that. How much we have fun. It's something we do yearly, of course, once a year, and my sister's always taking care of the kids, and I'm so grateful because it's three of them, plus she has her three kids, so she has a full house of 6 kids in my house. She comes, I invite her over here, and I have dinner ready for them. You know, usually it's pizza, chicken, you know, lots of finger foods for the kids, and I'm very appreciative because we do not go out a lot. We can't, like, it's too hard. It's difficult right now, especially where Jason is in his stage. So um, us being able to go out for more than, I think it starts at 6. I think we left about 6:30 and we come home at midnight. So for us to be out of the house for 5 hours, like, that's major. And to actually have like adult conversations, and to actually um, meet up with friends we haven't seen in a while, which is the coworkers, because we've known them for so long. My husband's been with the company for 14 years, and so, you know, it's just, you have history with them, and it's really cool. So yeah, we took it's they have dinner for us, and they have a whole bunch of gifts and stuff going out, lots of prizes going throughout the night. And then it's like open bar. We can go ahead and take, well, yeah, it's bring your own beverages. So the only thing is we have to buy the setups there, you know, like the ice and cups and stuff. But we can take our wine, which I did, and I forgot my wine glass, so I was using a plastic glass. Oh no. But I wanted my husband to make a glass for me because he does his decals, and I wanted alignment on a wine glass because we've done those special orders for customers on his Etsy shop. And so I was so mad. I was like, you see, this would have been a hot item. People would have been looking at it. We saw a lot of other ladies with wine glasses, and it was just very simple wine glass. And I go, if we would have taken that, that would have been exposure. And he's like, yeah, I know. But oh well, next year. There's always next year. And he took his ice chest, and his ice chest he put a whole bunch of decals of alignment, and everybody was just, you know, in awe. He's always coming out with little things. He lighted up his ice chest and all this other stuff, but it was cool. As you can tell by the way I'm talking about it, I had lots of fun, and I look forward to it because like I said, that's the only time you really get to go out. After that, I'm gonna uh, go to the next sheet, which is behind this sheet, and back there there's my son Jason, and I took several pictures of him because that Saturday we have the Cub Scout meeting, and I think, is it the last Cub Scout meeting of the year? Yeah, that's the last Cub Scout meeting of the year. So we didn't have too much to do. It was just we um, had been talking about like 911 and emergency and stuff like that, but we forgot to take the ink for the fingerprints, and so that's what we did. That was something we knew, an activity we knew to do in the book, and so we did the fingerprinting and everything. Well, Jason gets a hold of the ink and has it all over, and I ask him, Jason, what did you do? And he looks at me and he puts up his hand. So I took pictures of that. I think that's so cute, and he's just smiling. Then there's another little picture where he's laying on the floor on top of a pillow. That's after the meeting, just relaxing. And then I do a little bit on the following day, which is Sunday, but I don't do too much of a process. I kind of just flip through it. But what I did was, or what we did that day was actually Micaela's Girl Scouts celebration. And so what they had to do was, while they were baking and prepping food, like Micaela was in charge of biscuits, squashing the yams, and making that yam casserole with the marshmallows and the brown sugar and all. She also she and her group needed to be singing carols, and so because when we would take the food to the location we were going to meet at, uh, they were neat. They did perform a song, which is "We Wish You Merry Christmas." I think they, or Jingle Bells. I'm sorry, Jingle Bells. So that was fun. So then after that, let's see. After that, then you see the following. I think it's like a, no, it's a Wednesday. So then that means it's already 51. So then the other picture, you're just gonna see my husband, and background there's a house, and Miguela's in the back too. Well, we hadn't gone garage selling in a while, and when we went to HEB to buy some groceries, there's some houses, a neighborhood close by there, and we saw that they had a garage sale. So we stopped by. Micaela found a Monster High doll, so she was super excited. Um, then so that's week 51. Then on Thursday, um, Johnny had a choir recital. I didn't even put it here, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a layout for him. I completely forgot to put those pictures here. But then I took a picture of Micaela with her Monster High doll, and so you're gonna see right there. So I think the video is gonna end, but we actually went. Uh, what was it gonna continue? Okay, well let me just tell you real quick. We actually went to a professional photographer to take our pictures, so that's why she's all dressed up like that, and they really came out really nice. But man, I didn't expect. I mean, I knew his prices were high, but I didn't expect for professional photographs to be so expensive. But we hadn't done a family sit down, photograph at all. Like, I mean, we have with just Johnny Micaela, and we've been with him before, but of course, we went when there was like a special going on or something, and so we took advantage of that. But this time I thought, oh, I don't think he's going to be that expensive. Oh, yes, it was. I was like, can I put it on 2 credit cards? Split it? But no, I told him, you know what? I can only take a certain amount of pictures. If you don't mind, maybe in a couple of months, get some other pictures. He's like, no, no problem. So we did that. We kind of split the order, but yeah, that was like whoa. And this is around the time where we had the fraudulent happening, so we were kind of just waiting for that cash to come through too. But everything worked out. It was okay. I mean, like I said, the family portrait doesn't happen all the time, so it was good that we went through that. I think the video is about to finish, so